According to NBC, state lawmakers have proposed a record-breaking number of bills that limit LGBTQ+ rights, increasing from 41 bills in 2018 to 238 this year. Some of these bills, like the one that just recently went into effect in Alabama, makes providing gender-affirming care to trans youth, something that's backed by the American Medical Association, a felony. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott, for example, ordered child welfare authorities to investigate instances of minors electing to transition as potential child abuse. But where do Americans stand on this exactly? Well, according to Washington Post, who looked at recent polling, which there isn't a ton of, the US has a divided and a lot of the time contradictory view on LGBT and trans rights. What there is an abundance of is opinions, and there are a lot of them on social media about this topic. But in this video, we're just focusing on facts. I came across this tweet where the person is reacting to a Reddit post, writing, "This is child abuse and I'll die on this hill." The Reddit post reads, "Anyone else have trouble convincing your teen kids to continue transitioning? My 14-year-old daughter, assigned male at birth, has started refusing her estradiol, so I've been crushing the pills and putting it in her cereal in the morning. I'm just not sure why she doesn't want to take her pills anymore." Obviously, this post is alarming, but guess what? That's a huge sign that we should stop and fact check. So, time to find out. Is this legit? Hey everyone, I'm Bella and welcome back to Is This Legit, a media literacy series from MediaWise and PBS Student Reporting Labs. We debunk viral misinformation and show you the process while we're at it. So, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss future media literacy videos. Now, there are a couple methods we can use to fact check this claim, but today we'll be using a reverse image search. Typically, the method is used to fact check photos and videos. However, it can also come in handy when you're trying to debunk viral, cross-posted content like this, since it will pull up articles that include the same image. Dropping the screenshot into Google Images, my results brought up articles from Reuters and PolitiFact. Let's start off with Reuters. According to the article, this claim was completely fabricated. They found that the subreddit page was actually created with the purpose to promote hateful stereotypes and misinformation against the trans community. But how did they figure this out exactly? The article explains that on August 6, 2021, a conversation in an online forum revealed the users were planning to intentionally contribute false stories to a r/transparent trans kids subreddit. Reuters did some more investigating and found that a user named Funky Duffy replied to the forum by sending a link to the post we're fact-checking right now, with a GIF that said, "I'm doing my part." Reuters then looked at the archive of the transparent trans kids subreddit, and you'll never guess which user first posted the alleged forced estradiol claim. Yup, Funky Duffy. Of course, it's important you check multiple sources when you're looking into a claim. So let's see what PolitiFact reported. And according to their article, estradiol, the drug mentioned in the Reddit post, typically treats symptoms caused by menopause. And while it is used as a hormone to promote feminine characteristics when a person is transitioning, it's not routinely part of the gender-affirming care of a 14-year-old. PolitiFact gave the claim a false rating and wrote that the r/transparent trans kids subreddit the post was shared on was created so people could roleplay as transgender parents and promote inflammatory comments and fabricate abusive practices in the transgender community. It has since been removed by Reddit. This is why it's so important to make sure you know where your information is coming from. This was a disinformation campaign organized by anonymous users online, and as you saw, that Twitter user believed it, and worse, shared it to their own followers. What's more worrisome is that according to the Washington Post, anonymous anti-trans campaigns like this ones that are going viral on TikTok are what's fueling a lot of the legislation and public policy popping up now. This is a really interesting read, and I'll put it down in the description along with my sources. But now it's time for our rating. This claim was shared by a subreddit that was created with the purpose to share false stories about trans people and their families. And journalists were able to confirm that the claim were first shared to a forum where the users admitted it was fabricated, which is why we will rate this not legit. This type of misinformation is extremely damaging, so always look into the claims you see online, especially the ones that shock or surprise you. Remember, fact-checking doesn't have to be hard or even time-consuming. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Don't compromise, be media wise.